Hello, my name is Nancy, and I am a mother of four. I have three boys and one girl. The girl's a baby, or the baby's the girl. I am 41 years old, but I will be 42 in less than a month. And my youngest she will be 6 weeks tomorrow. So I decided I wanted to share my postpartum journey, even though it's just the fourth journey that I make. This is nothing new. However, when I say nothing new, I don't want to dismiss the fact that every journey, every child, every pregnancy is going to be a different one. So, I've been in the military the whole time I've had kids. And of course, when I had a kid when I was 30, that was my first child. I didn't worry too much about the weight. For one, I was like going part-time. I was like 1 week in a month, 2 weeks out of the year. And even though my full-time job depended on that membership of 1 week in a month and 2 weeks out of the year, and I was going to a lot of schools. I mean, it ended up being more than 2 weeks a year. That first year, my child saw me probably out of the 12 months, maybe 7 or 8, if that, probably 7, closer to 7. So that was pretty sad because I was always gone. It seemed like I was always gone. Maybe 8. Maybe if I think about it and add it all up, maybe it seems longer, but maybe 8 was good. Altogether, he maybe saw me 8 months. But um, I was younger, so it didn't take much effort to get back to that weight and to get to my fitness level that I needed to get to. The second one, we struggled to have baby number 2. I mean, we tried and tried and tried. 25 months later, still not pregnant. I'm just crying my eyes out, and we decided that we're not gonna try anymore. Not that we're not gonna try. We decided that we're good with just having one child. And then of course, found out I'm pregnant the following month. So, that was a 6.5 year gap, and I struggled. Getting back to meeting the standards. And then there's an almost 2 year difference between my second and third. I think is 20 months, 21 months, something like that. August, September, October, November, December. Okay, 20 months difference. So almost 2 years difference. And it seemed like I struggled less. However, it took me longer. I don't know how to describe that. It makes no sense. I know it's like contradicting statement, but maybe I was just like trying less hard or trying different ways that didn't seem like a lot of effort, but it was a lot of effort. I don't know. So then this time I gained the most weight. Ironically enough, this was the first time that I had a registered dietitian through most of the pregnancy, and she became almost like a like a counselor or like a therapist, because we would talk about things that stress me and how to kind of get rid of the stress. But then I realized the reason why she did that is because, and of course we talked about meals and balance of those meals and how they should be so that I can feel my best, right? And of healthy habits and things like that. But a lot of it was also very therapeutic. And at first I was just like, is she just like becoming like a therapist? And then I realized, it's we're targeting stress, because what's going to keep that weight down, or when I of course when I was pregnant, I was not trying to lose weight, but I was trying to maintain a healthy level, which didn't work because I was just always just so my cortisol levels must have been like to the roof, right? And we had this whole pandemic. My husband was gone for like the whole first trimester. Yeah. I got pregnant when he came over on a weekend to visit, and he visited 2 weekends, like one in January, one in February. And when he came in February, I ended up getting pregnant. I got to see him, like I found out I'm pregnant a couple of weeks later, and then that following week I got to see him because I was TDY in that I was working like 2 hours from where he was at. So I got to spend the weekend with him, right? And I got to give him the news in person. It was so cool. Very, very like, and it was our first daughter. Of course, I didn't know that. We didn't know that at that time, but it was awesome. And the only bad thing is that I come back and now, like a week later, there's like this shutdown and they send everybody home from work to work from home, not off, but to work from home. And then our daycare closed. So I had all three kids by myself trying to work. Of course, you can't work with the oldest was okay, but then his school closed too. So I had to help him with his trying to figure out this whole online thing. And it was just crazy. So I couldn't work. So a lot of times, part of me was guilty that I wasn't performing as good as if I had been at work. And another part, I was frustrated because it's like, how do they expect me to do this? Like, I mean, it's not their fault, but hello, like the whole world is in the same situation. So it's not just like me, asking for special, what is it called? Treatment. But anyway, so she focused a lot, my RD focused a lot on that, controlling, managing that stress as much as possible. And I gotta say, it helped mentally, but I don't think it did a lot for my body because I still was gaining a lot of weight. And at one point, I just kind of decided, you know what? It is what it is. My body's doing what it needs to do, and I'll deal with it afterwards. It doesn't mean I went like on this binge eating, whatever. Like I was still working out. I was still balancing my meals and eating in a, healthy-ish way. Like, I mean, yes, I had occasional this and that, but I tried. Just mentally, it's like, okay, I need to do this right. One of the bad things is that right before I got pregnant, I had gained some weight. Probably from stress, just new job, and I was traveling quite a bit. Like every month I was gone, and I think it kind of caught up to me. So I started already at a heavier weight than before, so that didn't help. So here I am, and I want to share not just the weight loss, not just the fitness improvement, because, oh, of course, the army changed the whole PT test while I'm, pregnant. So actually, it had changed before, but it became official, whatever. So they're still testing it out, and I have like a year to get in shape. But it's not the same test that I've gotten ready for with baby 1, 2, and 3. Now it's a different test that requires different training. So I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to get there. I'll get there. I always do, right? And same with the weight. Yes, more weight. Yes, I'm older. Yes, I have more kids, more work, more stress, less sleep. I mean, it's like everything just kind of added up or is adding up. And I'm trying to just one step at a time because it's not going to help me to stress over it. This is the reason why I decided to do this documentary, but to document these videos because it's going to help me. And I hope that by being just completely real, I mean, I don't think I'm editing any of the videos. Maybe if they're too long, I'll edit some of it, but not cutting like true feelings and real thoughts and things like that. I'm just speaking what's coming out at me. I don't even have notes right now, but I do want to hopefully be able to, if I don't even say help, but I mean, yes, I hope I can help others, but even just being a sounding board for those that are going through similar situation as me. And maybe not because of their job, like maybe they don't need to get into certain fitness level or lose certain amount of weight, but it's like, I don't know, I just want to help those moms out there, especially first time moms, because your whole body changed, right? Our whole body just changes, and you see a lot of people, they just like, they're back in their regular jeans, like a couple weeks later, their stomach is just flat, and then, then you have like those like me that can't even see, but we're still like pregnant, and it's just like our body just responds differently. I don't know. I had a lot of pain in my hands, like this whole area right here along my thumb and my wrist, and then down to about like right here. I also feel some pain here. So it's probably like a little bit of carpal tunnel. And then there's like another thing they call it, the quivier. I can't even remember. So I should have had notes and written it down, but I don't. But I've had those issues with both hands. And so there's that too. It's like I want to be able to start working out, but what things am I going to be limited to? There's some inflammation obviously there. So until that goes away, right? So a lot of it has to do with what I'm eating, and it's not so much that I'm like counting calories or eating like in a certain way, reducing calories, just to lose the weight. It's not just that weight. Is, hey, I want my hands to get better so that I can do the things that I need to do. Like right now, even just pressing here, it hurts. And they tell me that it's common for pregnant ladies to get this pain right here. It hurts if I used to like type with my thumb. I can't do that anymore. What else? Like if I'm twisting things, like there's just certain movements I can't do, especially when I first wake up, or if I'm like holding my baby too long. I shouldn't say too long, because there's no such thing as too long holding your baby, right? But if I'm holding my baby for a long time and then I put her aside or put it down or try to move, it feels like a knife right here, like just like a sharp knife is just cutting through whatever is inside. It's horrible. So that's one of the reasons I want the inflammation to be gone, right? So not just for my body, not just for the weight, but also because of how I feel. I feel the extra. I'm only 5 feet tall, or 5.5 inch, so I get rounded to 5'1", but I'm not 5'1", so that's why I round down to 5 feet. It's ridiculous to say I'm 5 feet and like half an inch, right? So my body, I feel like my frame can only take so much, so I don't feel good right now. And by saying I don't feel good, I don't want you to think like I don't love my body, I don't love myself. I absolutely do. And because of that love, because of that self-love, I want to treat my body right. So this is why I wanted to do these videos. Just stay tuned. I will talk about other topics though, because I don't want to make it just like my whole world revolves around weight loss, because it doesn't. And there's just like so many thoughts going through my head right now. There's like meal plans, like what's my take on meal plans? Like I love meal plans for ideas, but for me to follow a meal plan, sometimes it's just difficult, because I don't like to beat myself up if I don't make that meal, or if I'm too full and I don't want to eat the rest. Like I want to listen to my body and stop eating if I'm not hungry anymore. Or the opposite, if I'm hungry and then all of a sudden I run out of food or my meals are done, then what, right? So I feel it's important to listen to your body as well. There's just, like I said, it's like all these topics, there's the water intake, I mean, people say drink your weight in ounces, or half your weight in ounces, or something like that. There's no such thing really. I mean, maybe that's the minimum, I don't know, but honestly, like just go by how your pee looks, So I want to share those things, because like I am drinking a freaking gallon a day, and if I drink anything less than that, I feel it. So no, I do not weigh, what's a gallon, 120 something ounces. So no, I do not weigh 240 something pounds for me to drink that much water, but that's just what my body needs. Like that's how I feel good, right? So anyway, I'm coming up on the 14-minute, so I don't want to make it past 15 minutes. And I just, if there's any questions or any topics that you would like me to cover, mainly like resilience, or just, I don't even want to say resilience, but dealing with this whole postpartum phase of our lives, the pretty, the ugly, the bad, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? What is it that we don't talk about often? I mean, like is motherhood like always this romantic thing? Like I'm breastfeeding, is it always this romantic thing where you're there nursing your child, rocking in your chair, and life is just great? It's like, no, there's times when you go, man, I just want to get a freaking like 5 hours straight of sleep, right? Even 5 hours. I know I'm aiming low right now, because I'm not getting 5 hours straight of sleep. I mean, I get like 4 or 5 total, That's not very good for weight loss or for anything, for sanity. So anyway, I'll be back and I'll be posting a lot of videos, and I hope that you guys have questions or comments that help me create more, and that I can help make these a place of, I don't even know, like a community, building a community of people that are in a similar situation as me, and that we can just kind of help each other out. All right, bye.